Done. I have a bunch of equipment here. This is all my workout gear that I use for P.Volve. I get a lot of questions about P.Volve, and so today's video is actually going to be all about my workout routine, P.Volve, answering your questions about it. If you're new to my channel, I'm Beth, and this is B. Jones Style. Most of my videos are about always playing dress up, having fun with all of the clothes in your closet, creating outfits, and styling up the everyday. But today's video is very different. I'm diving into something that I love that's part of my lifestyle, and that is being committed to moving my body every single day. I am going to dive into P.Volve, which is what I've been doing now for I think about a year and a half. You guys have asked me so many times on Instagram and even here on YouTube what I do, and so I feel like it's finally time to sit down, talk through everything with you, and just give you an idea of how this all works, what I do, and what I love about it. The number one thing for me when it comes to working out, I think, is just the mental release that it creates for me. It also just helps me feel more balanced, and of course, I feel the benefits of it in my body, and so I appreciate that as well. I ran for a really long time, and then I kind of went through the whole gym process, and I've done lots of different workouts over the years. I love doing Tone It Up. I also have loved Tracy Anderson, and I would say I think starting Tracy Anderson, it's more of a low impact workout, and that opened me up to this idea of low impact workouts, moving the small muscles of your body, and even a little bit dancer inspired. And I think that's what then led me to find P.Volve. I first discovered P.Volve about a year and a half ago, and it just sounded like a really interesting workout. So I kind of dipped my toe in and bought one piece of equipment. I'll tell you about that piece of equipment in a second. And I did a few workouts on YouTube, which then led me to trying out their trial period. I think it was like a 30-day streaming service period. And then once I started doing that, I really got hooked. That's pretty much what I've been doing exclusively for a year and a half. The way that P.Volve works is they have a studio in New York. I think they've also opened one in LA, but their main thing is that they do streaming, and that's what I've started to do and I love. There's two things here for P.Volve. There's all of the equipment that you need, and then also the streaming service. The equipment, of course, is just like a one-time purchase, and then the streaming service is a monthly fee. Look at the different workouts today. I think I'm gonna stick with the P-Sweat today, and we'll get started. Let's talk about the streaming service. I absolutely love having a streaming service. I think the biggest thing that I like about it is that I can log into it. There's new workouts every single week, so I'm never getting bored. And it's been fun lately too, because the company has grown since I first started. So they have new instructors, they have better studio shot workouts, and they've also been developing a lot of challenges, which is fun. So I really do love the streaming service, and I have full access to all of the workouts there. And I need the light ankle band, which is this pink one here. Light ankle band. So here we go. Now let's dive into the equipment. I'm going to break down my favorite equipment and that I feel like you're using the most often, and I think are pretty essential for these workouts. They have ankle weights, so they have a 3-pound and they have a 1.5 pound. You're strapping these on in a lot of the different workouts. 2-pound hand weights. You only ever use 2-pound weights, and I will say anytime a workout involves these hand weights, they're some of my favorite workouts, and I would also say they're some of the most strenuous. I don't have the other one here, but they also have these light and heavy leg bands. These are used in a ton of the workouts. The heavy is pretty heavy, the light is lighter. The way they target different muscles when you use the heavy and the light, and they do different types of workouts with them. Gliders are used all the time in their workouts. While I'm here at home, I've been using washcloths for gliders instead of these, but at the gym I was using these. And then this was my first piece of equipment, and this is what got me hooked on P.Volve, was the P-band. These strap onto your hands, you wrap those around your wrist, and you do a lot of moves pulling with the resistance. And even just doing this right now, that's totally working my arms. It's crazy. I don't know why, I just love a good arm workout. And so these are really fun, and they use these in a lot of different creative ways and moving your body in a lot of different ways. So these are essential as well. In my opinion, these are the pieces of equipment that you can invest in maybe in the future, but I don't think you need to have. The first one being the P3. There's honestly not as many workouts with the P3. So I think if you fall in love with P.Volve and you want to invest in more equipment, then maybe go for the P3, but definitely in the very beginning, don't worry about it. This is the P.Ball, which P.Volve is definitely known for this piece of equipment. I don't think this is as essential as those other pieces, and this is more of an investment. So again, this is a piece that I would say after you've done P.Volve for a while and you're loving it and you're seeing the results and you want to invest in more equipment, then get the P.Ball, which I don't think I got this for like the first 6 months. And then the other piece of equipment that I don't even have, they have a slant board, which I don't have, and whenever the workout involves that, I just don't do the movements based off the slant board, and usually they have somebody in the workout who's not using the slant board, so you can kind of modify your workout for that. And they also have a step, which again, I don't have. So that's the equipment that I think is essential for the workouts, the ones that I love the best. That first group that I shared, I think they sell that in a bundle and it's not that expensive. And then you can kind of invest in the other things as you go. I just like all the equipment. I think it's fun to every workout, you know, you're picking a few different combinations and you're using them differently. Mixes it up, it keeps it interesting, and I really like that.
And let's take 5 more. 7 in, out, and section 4.
In terms of where and when I do this, since we've all been staying at home so much more, one thing I did is I rearranged my living room to function more in a way that catered to me being able to work out. I always like a mirror, so I have a really large mirror in my living room that I use. I set up my phone on top of that mirror. Also, I kept it so the couch was a little bit more out of my way and I didn't have to keep moving furniture. I've learned how to be committed and focused here in my home. And before we went into lockdown, my workout schedule was usually about 4 times a week, sometimes 3 if the week was crazy busy. And honestly, I was usually doing a workout that was about 30, maybe 40 minutes long. I just didn't have as much time. Now that we've been home, I've been able to work out 5 days a week. So I just do Monday through Friday. Friday, I'm gonna do this, last day, here we go. In terms of the results that I've seen from doing P.Volve, I would say the things that I've noticed with P.Volve that feel a little bit different from some of the other workouts is I have developed more of curve in my body. I would even say some clothes are a little tighter because my butt's got a little more lifted and a little more round. I've developed more hips and I have more muscle in my hip that's defined. One thing they're all about is this lifting and stretching, and they're always talking about like lifting your rib cage and stretching your stomach, and you never do really like traditional crunches. You do a lot of lifting, and I love that. And they talk about this kind of line that comes from that stretching, and I've really noticed that in my ab region is I feel like it's more of a lifted, stretched shape, and it feels so good. They do a lot of lifting, stretching. It has some feelings probably of yoga or Pilates. So I really love that and just how that it feels in my body. And I would also say I never feel crazy sore. Like if you've done like 10 burpees or tons of squats or whatever, I never feel that kind of a sore. I feel this internal inside muscle soreness. I feel excited to work out every day, and I would say in my past I wouldn't always feel excited to work out, but I just had that discipline. And I think one of the differences is P.Volve feels really good and it doesn't feel really hard which maybe is a weird psychology because you're like, a workout is supposed to be so hard, and there are times that it's hard, but it's not crazy hard where you're like, I can't do this anymore. It just most of the time feels really good. I think one thing I love about P.Volve is it feels like a creative workout. It feels different every day. It feels like almost artistic, and you're moving your body in the way you're supposed to. And it's not making you feel crazy like, I can't do it anymore. It's more of, okay, I can do this, and this feels good, and this is also a little strange, but it's actually working. Full week, 5 days, doing the P sweat. I'm dripping. The end of every workout. That is it. That is my workout routine. That's P.Volve. And if some of you guys are really interested in more details, I am going to do a blog post where I list out some of my favorite workouts from the streaming service. That way, if you've already signed up or if you do sign up, you can get more details. I know not everybody is interested in that information. I'll put the link to the blog post down below and you can click on that. And if you're interested in signing up for P.Volve, I've also added a link down in the description box for you to check it out as well. Please feel free to send me any DMs on Instagram or here on YouTube if you have more questions about the workout, the streaming service, whatever. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave your comments below. Let me know if you have any questions or anything you want to let me know. I am always reading all of my comments. If you have a question, I usually try to answer them. This is very much a part of my life, so I love sharing it with you guys. And always play dress up, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!